Colts and Texans. Texans hosting the wild card, just the sixth team to make the postseason. Remember, they started 0-4, but one of the reasons they got hot after that was Deshaun Watson. 0-3, excuse me. Willie just kept me honest right there. It says 0-3 right there. I don't even know why I said 0-3. Yeah, exactly. Andrew Luck to T.Y. Hilton.
And let the receiver get there, Cole.
Why is it always that receiver?
Wide open.
Because this is his second home.
Practice.
He said he got all his clothes still down there in the locker room.
Yeah, I think he does. Leaving. Yeah, Hilton finished 5 snags, 85 yards. And next play, it's Eric Ebron, who did a few things this season and on this day as well.
Those are good design passing calls right there. A lot of pick rubs. They did a good job of scheming those passes.
Ooh, and look at this, Marlon Mack.
My goodness, that's the way to finish a run. But that running scheme there, normally when the back sets, you're thinking draw. He doesn't do it this time.
Yeah, 4 plays later,
got to set
on the reverse.
Man. You got to set the edge. If you got contain on your side, you got to take your retrace steps, and you got to look down the line and see what's coming back.
Marlon Mack from 2 yards away.
That was just abusive right there. That was just bad.
That was our weight room is bigger than yours. That's what they said. Pretty much, hey, guess what, guys? We lift more weights than they do.
Yeah, and we lift weights all the time. But the Texans, they were going for it on 4th and 4. The Colts 45, and hold on a second. That's known in most football circles as a pick.
Yeah, he knows
that's Kenny Moore.
Did you see what he did after?
Yeah, he knew it. He saw it. Like they baited him. It was like a robber play. Corner came off, made a great play.
That's his first pick, by the way, since week 10.
He knew it too.
It's all about ownership and accountability for that young man. How about second quarter? Colts still with that 14-0 lead.
You know what that means, Willie?
Dontrell Inman getting loose.
Play action pass. They going down. They try to get a chunk play.
Because they're running the ball. Yeah. You can only do play action when you're effectively running the football.
21 yards. That counts as a chunk play.
Oh, yes, it does.
Okay. How about 18 yards?
That counts as a route.
And it also counts as a touchdown. 18 yards. Put it in the books from Inman. Colts up 21-0. It looks like it's a boat race. So here comes Houston, 2nd and 5 on the Indy 13. Deshaun Watson, 9-yard loss. Texans, they're going in the wrong direction, really.
Yeah, they are. And then, you know, it was a tough game, and they did a good job.
Yeah, no penalty right there, so the drive.
That type of talk, you know that you kind of got handled in this game.
They got a bright future, though.
Yeah,
they had a lot of injuries, and they were still, nobody gave them a shot to beat it. And I'm not making excuses, but, you know, Indianapolis, man, they were on fire coming into this game and didn't do enough.
He didn't do enough. Right there, the Nuke Hopkins, he finished 5 snags, 37 yards. Not the DeAndre Hopkins-esque kind of day that we're used to seeing. Fourth quarter.
Okay.
Texans 1 for 54 when trailing by 21 or more in franchise history. Kiki Kuti says, hold on a second. Let's jump right back in this mix, fellas.
Everybody in the green room said the same thing. Yeah. Like, here they come.
Yeah.
We all thought that was a fumble as well. But
it looked good on paper, the comeback. So Texans trying to stage something. Next drive, Deshaun Watson sees nobody. So
you were seeing this too, Cole. You was on board with it.
I was on board because I picked the Houston Texans to win.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I can admit that. A big man admits when they're wrong. Yeah. Again, so we keep things moving along. Deshaun Watson,
Lamar,
5 plays later, 4th and 10, not going to do it.
Got to protect, man.
Got to protect.
Especially backs against defensive tackles. That's tough. It's one of the toughest things to do. But you got to give your quarterback time.
Yeah, he turned it over on downs. When it came to 4th downs on the day, you'd like to forget that. 2 for 5. Colts win 21-7. They advance. They'll take on the Chiefs in the divisional round. So taking a look at Deshaun Watson, 29 of 49, threw the ball all around the yard, 235 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. But the real story was Andrew Luck, 19 of 32, efficient, 222 yards, 2 touchdowns, and had that interception. Now, we showed you Seattle and Dallas just a little bit ago. Dallas coming away with the 2-point victory. And now, addressing the media, Jason Garrett. Let's listen up.
How we doing, guys?
Good. Jason, what do you think of the toughness your team displayed tonight winning this game?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. That's line one when you talk about our team and really when you talk about this game. And there are 2 parts of it. It's physical toughness. We knew it was going to be a physical football game. We knew we had to battle and win the line of scrimmage on each side of the ball. But it was more than that. It was the other guys. It was the runner, the tight end, the receivers. Everybody had to demonstrate physical toughness. And on the same token, on the other side, on defense, all 3 levels of defense. And I thought we did that really throughout the ball game. I thought we were able to possess the ball and wear them down over the course of the game. but maybe more importantly, it's the mental toughness to be our best and play with the conviction and the edge that we need to for 60 minutes. And we knew we were going to have success in the game. We had to keep playing. We knew we were going to have some adversity in the game. That's a good football team, really well coached, really good in all areas, some big-time players over there, and they've won a lot of games. And we knew it was going to be a battle. We knew they'd keep coming back. We had to keep coming back. Thought we responded well throughout the ball game and handled it well and did what we needed to do to win it.
Just how big was that final drive, taking as much time as you did off in that last?
It was big. It was big, and so much of the physical toughness that we try to instill in our football team is going to show up at the end of the ball game, and that's how you're going to win the fourth quarter, by wearing them out in the first three quarters. And again, that's a good football team. They were physical too. I mean, we scratched and clawed and battled for every inch on both sides of the ball, and ultimately, I do think we wore them down. We were able to control it right at the end of the ball game and do what we needed to do.
You talk about Dak's, not the touchdown run, but the one to the 1 yard line on 3rd and 14.
Yeah, he's just a rare guy. He's a rare guy. His leadership, his toughness, just his way, his spirit. It's like none other. And somehow, some way, he was going to figure this thing out for us. And you said it. We're in that situation at the end of the ball game. It's 3rd and 14. You don't really anticipate making that. Somehow, some way, he was going to find a way to get it done. And I thought he did it throughout the ball game. I thought he was outstanding. Made the big plays when they were there. Made a lot of little plays in the game. Didn't really make any critical errors in the game. And obviously showed up, throwing it and running it throughout at the critical moments.
What were your thoughts on Zeke tonight?
He was outstanding. Again, a really good defense, a really good run defense. Hard to run against those guys. Every inch is contested, and he just kept battling. There were some hard, tough runs, some 1 yard runs, some 2 yard runs. 6, 7, 8 guys are hitting him. He just kept coming. He kept coming. You talk about physical toughness, you talk about mental toughness, he embodies that. You talk about a competitive spirit, you talk about a guy who wants it. In the critical moments, boy, he was something else, and made some big plays in the ball game, some big runs, but made a lot of dirty runs throughout the ball game that showed up at the end of the game for us. He's a big-time football player.
Tavon Austin and Amari Cooper were huge again tonight.
Yeah, Tavon really gave us a shot in the arm, a number of big plays, both in the kicking game, and on offense throughout the game, and Coop came up big time again at the critical moments after we got the ball at midfield there to make that big play to get us down in the tight red zone was big for us. And, he's a damn good football player. He's done a lot for our team.
Seattle led the league in rushing.
Group effort from the Dallas Cowboys, and the straw that stirred the drink, Dak Prescott. 22 of 33, 226 yards, had himself a touchdown, getting the Cowboys their first postseason win since 2014, earning himself his very first win in the second season, the playoffs. And what does he get for that? Well, he gets to catch up with RJ and Slater after the win. Let's listen up.
Set me up with the play that ended in that final touchdown for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, third and long right there. Coach calls a QB draw. Offensive line, running back, everybody just did exactly what they're supposed to do, giving me lanes to run, and just was able to get down there to the one to set us up for that quarterback sneak.
How would you describe this game, the way that it had its ebbs and flows, and it just was a game that you guys just were relentless in?
You just said it, relentless, and that's what this team's been about all season long. This is a team that was 3-5 at one point. People counted us out, but nobody in this locker room didn't think we'd be here. We knew exactly where it'd be, and that's what's great about tonight, is just being able to celebrate this one, but we're on to the next.
Stayed, and part of that celebration coming from Ezekiel Elliott, because he had himself quite the day as well. MJD said yesterday, as he was sitting right in this seat, if you give him the ball more than 20 times, the numbers don't lie. The Cowboys are probably going to get a win. They did just that, 24-22. Zeke, 137 yards in the process, and he said you can't do it without his quarterback. High praise. Let's listen in.
What can you say about Dak's performance tonight?
Legendary. He came out there and made plays when we needed him, especially in the running game. I mean, whenever you see a quarterback who can run like that and break tackles, he's done it a couple of times this year. It really is tough for that defense. So, I mean, Dak came out there and he played his tail off today.
All right, so we heard from Dak. We heard from Zeke.